Wave Shine. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. That matchup, too, is one of the more interesting ones because Force can just outbox Zetter in a lot of ways. So a lot of the smoke and clone stuff kind of almost gets invalidated by Fireball alone.
Yeah.
So, but thankfully for Force, you don't need to care. I feel like that matchup is way closer in Rivals 2 than it was Rivals 1, though.
I think a lot of the matchups are starting to get that way, and I think that's a good thing about Rivals 2. It sounds like some buttons are getting done. So we see the keyboard again, and I think that's the same players before. I forgot the tag already, and Gengur.
FD, was it not?
I believe so.
Yep, it is FD, Gengur, and FD. This will be interesting.
Look, I can't lie. So for those who do and don't know, there is multiple regions with NorCal and SoCal, and we have an area called the Superior Cal, which is a lot of players, even multiple out-of-state players, and Gengur is in SubCal. And I gotta say, I'd love to be unbiased, but I can't. Good luck, Gengur. I believe in you.
Yeah, so Gengur is one of our local PDX guys. He's been our either ranked 1 and 2 here in PDX since basically the game came out. It's been either Dominique or Gengur. And then a big gap below them.
So both of us here might be a little biased on the Gengur, but at the same time, that makes FD the underdog, the under-Orca Whale dog.
By the way, it's super, super frustrating to watch No Park on the Grass and them constantly calling Gengur a Washington player, because Gengur technically is in Vancouver, which is technically Washington, but that's Portland suburb. So they're PDX, not Washington, really. And they're like, hey, we got Washington zone. I'm like, no, they're not. They're Portland.
Washington.
By the way, Vancouver, Washington, different than Vancouver, BC. That mix-up happens a lot for people out of region.
I think regions are hard. All right, FD is finding rough ways to try to come back. Gengur's been doing a great job of utilizing Clairen's best tool of getting these micro spacings to take advantage of neutral right now. We're seeing them do a lot of these dashback bears, and that's something Gengur's really good at. Taking stocks just by holding those ledges.
And this is a matchup that Orcanes historically do not like.
No, I wouldn't. Would you?
Well, in Rivals 1, I was indifferent on it because it was just sort of, they just didn't like they couldn't outpoke someone for once, and I was sitting there going, yeah, you can't just down tilt your way to victory this time. But in Rivals 2, I 100% understand it. Clairen is a totally different beast.
We saw FD go for a lot of these bubbles to control neutral, and I think if we see FD continue to use that, it's going to be really strong against Gengur. But at the same time, Gengur's got a lot of practice against Orcanes and these bubbles, so it's not something he's afraid of too much.
Yeah, Gengur, I don't think we have too many Orcanes around now. Like, Gurf has always been our Orcane, but Gurf, again, moved out of region. Luckily, and we have some around, but I don't think we have any in our PR.
Luckily, Gengur's got a lot of practice online, and they're showing it by this, getting the side beat, but not finding the F-strong from it. That is a rough position to be in. I thought we were going to see Bubbles to do more of a push over to neutral, but we haven't seen FD do that, utilizing Bubbles as a coverage of space. It always seems like it's done as an attack.
Spot dodge shield grab.
That's the Gengur. Oh my goodness, the good shield waiting for it. Gengur understands, like, hey, I see you in disadvantage. I know what you want.
Oh, going for the hard read didn't really work out. Yeah, Gengur's pretty good at pairing these bubbles.
Yeah, FD's going to have to just adapt to that logic. Sometimes you have a style or a way to utilize your tools, but this is one of those ones where you can't, especially because Gengur just showed us right there. You have to remember that Gengur does not just have parry. Also has down B, so even while trying to get the bubbles mid-air, Gengur is going to be fine.
Yeah, and that's a pretty easy adaptation to make. Just realize when they're going to parry the bubbles and either grab or just sit there and wait. Down smash tipper, the classic. It's like Rivals 1 never left.
Look, I have nothing to say other than that's my goat. I knew this was going to happen. Let's go, Gengur. You know, it might be a little unprofessional, so you know, don't judge me. But
I like how Gengur's I like how Gengur's like my local.
Let's go, Gengur!
I like how Gengur's my local PDX player, and I'm the one being unbiased.
Not me. That's my boy. I absolutely going to cheer on my players. I'm going to cheer on all of SubCal today, and for good reason. We're seeing it. As long as FD can, you know, do a better job of being careful.
That tipper, that would have been nasty.
It would have been unbelievable. That would have been clip of the century. But if FD can be more patient,
oh my God, 0 to death.
I feel like we just saw that down strong on that exact flat and that exact spacing. There's the parry. Please, FD, please stop popping those bubbles, because Gengur has taught you it is not working.
Yeah, I feel like Gengur's whole plan based around bubbles, and since it's not working, Gengur's a little lost on what to do.
Yeah.
And I've been there. As in the early days of Zetter, my fireball isn't working anymore. What do I do?
Dude, Gengar's not even letting FD throw out the neutral B. He's been destroying it. There we go. That's the second one I've seen already. Doesn't get that one, but does find the tipper bear. And in a rough position with a dash back, doesn't find the down strong. But my goodness, they're demonstrating some serious strength right now. FD
Gengar
finally
just knows where the Orcane is going to be before they're there.
I think Gengar knows FD more than FD knows himself. Ooh, Gengar, this is a good position. I have nothing else. I'm not really sure what I would even do as FD's position either.
I would try to slow it down a bit is what I would do.
That's a good point.
Because it's like FD is just reaching out at them and just getting hit for it.
I think that's what they've done, is taken advantage of things like Nair, down tilt, and bubbles to kind of get in openings and stuff. There's the down tilt.
Yeah, I've seen so many dash back airs from Gengar, and it starts such a nasty combo because back air is such a gross move.
I think what we need to see is FD utilize shield a bit more, kind of do run-up shield, wait it out, kind of be go in there for run-up parries, but hasn't done that, and I don't think they have the time to adapt. It's unfortunately, it's game 2, and FD's on their last stock. I don't know if they've got the time.
That dash attack tipper ledge is killer. It leads to so much damage or just straight up kill. Take one stock. At least like take one stock.
Oh, they hurt you. And they got it. Let's go, FD.
Don't JV. Get a hit.
Yeah. Gotta get that just a little bit right here. Do not use neutral B. There's the Nair.
All right, cool. We got it.
I think now FD is making the notes, and so this is what's the best part of these sets, is that maybe you don't get the win from the basis, but man, they've learned their lesson. They've adapted.
This is where you really want best of 5. Like, it would be tough to come back from down 2, but at least you get the chance.
Right there was predicting for the roll get up, did not get it, but that's what we're talking about. FD is showing that they have the skills to adapt and improve.
And now it's last stock 70, 140%.
It was looking impossible for FD to even get a stock, and now they're evening it up.
But if you're Gengar, you also like have to stake and buzz like, all right, they're 140%. I just need to kill. I got this set.
Side B here, down tilt here. There's the F strong. No, doesn't go for it. Instead, looks like they might be opting for a grab option, but instead gets the up tilt, and that's going to kill at 160.
Finally kills. That was actually looking a little scary for Gengar, because if they win that game, you suddenly go from winning the set to being rattled a bit.
Yeah. I hope what's the best part about this set is that FD can kind of now look back at the set and go, hey, I see like what I've made the mistakes on. I see why I was being predictable. I see why Gengar could read me so well. Now I know how to adapt to it. And even again, I know that's scary and nobody likes to hear it, but you lost. But that's okay. Use that as an experience to become an even better player, because I am sure that it's not the last time we will see FD at a top level. I'm sure.
Experience is just the word we give our failures and mistakes.
Absolutely.
That's how it works.
And again, you know, maybe a little biased, but let's go Gengar. That's why I go.
Dude, since me being the local one is always so conflicting, because you don't really want anyone to lose. so it's like I like both these players. I don't really know FD, but like, you know, we have HKP,